emotions and the basic needs of us men. That's why it works so well. So whether it's Forex or casual games, creatives evoke emotions to win the battle for the attention and payer acquisition. So where do you actually get the inspiration from? It's direct competition. No shit, Sherlock.
It's 4 a.m. and we're rolling the dice. Matej drops knowledge made of gold and ice. 𝗵𝗺𝗁𝗀𝗀𝗁𝗍 with ads making those coins rise. Jack up designs, worlds chasing the sky. We're the 2.5 gamers, the midnight crew. Talking UA adverts and game design too. Matej, 𝗵𝗺𝗁𝗀𝗁𝗀𝗀 bringing the insight. We're rocking those vibes till the early daylight. Matej, UA, master eyes on the prize. Tracking data through the cyberspace skies. 𝗵𝗺𝗁𝗀 stacks dollars like a wizard in disguise. Jacob's crafted realms lift us to the highs. 2.5 gamers talking smack. Slow hockey stick, got your back. Ads are beautiful, they light the way. Click it fast, don't delay.
Hello, everybody. My name is Matej Lancaric. This is another solo episode. And today I'm going to talk about where to get inspiration for creative production or how to produce creatives. Because it's always a hard question, right? I guess maybe a little bit, well, I guess the hardest. So let's dig a little bit deeper into the actual inspiration flow. So you need to decrease the CPIs, right, for whatever it takes. And the creative inspiration flow has shifted. And if you've been listening to our podcast, and I guess you are, and you've been listening, you know creatives are all about emotions. And today I'm gonna actually show you some creative ideas, creative workflows, creative videos as well. And since you've been talking about how we should showcase more the actual presentation, and this month we didn't get to record the creative trends, so I'm gonna talk about creatives. I have to talk about creatives, obviously. But yeah, okay. So the most important thing, the creative flow shifted from Forex, and now it's coming from Forex games to other casual titles. So it kind of is from Forex to casual puzzle and then to other games. And as you've seen in our Creative Trends episodes or in my weekly creative investigation column, games like Royal Match, even 𝗵𝗺𝗀𝗀𝗁𝗀𝗀 to a certain extent, or all the PlayX games, take some cues from the Forex genre. Well, why? Because the stakes are higher than ever, and you need to decrease the CPIs to a certain extent, and decreasing the CPIs has become the ultimate goal. And to achieve this, companies are adopting tactics and hooks which were dominated previously by Forex games. 𝗏𝗏𝗁𝗏 survival using real life hooks, and we've been talking about this for years. But now it's a little bit different. So the Forex games now, what we just released last week as well, are taking over these hyper casual mechanics and random mechanics and implementing them into the game. Obviously, Last War talked about this, 𝗏𝗏𝗁𝗏 survival kind of as well, and not implementing as mini games, but as like full onboardings into the mini games. So Renegade's mechanics. Then we have the King's Nightmares as levels in the Royal Match, and then we have the slingshots, and we have the sharks, and all of the fun. So it all comes back to one thing and one thing only: emotions. And we'll talk about the near-death experience in our podcast, and this was pioneered by Kingdom Guard, and the game developed by Dub for Fun. And also now the top girl AI creatives, which are insane as a softcore porn kind of creatives. So again, emotions and the basic needs of us men. That's why it works so well. So whether it's 4X or casual games, creatives evoke emotions to win the battle for the attention and payer acquisition. So where do you actually get the inspiration from? It's direct competition. No shit, Sherlock. But I'm always talking about looking outside of your big competition. So you go and check the non-direct competition, aka different genres. And this works so well. Well, even for 4X. I mean, I guess 4X is a bad example because 4X is actually taking inspiration from everybody, all the genres. So, but you can go in two different directions here. So look at your target audience interests and overlaps, and that's how you look at different genres. You look into, let's say, match free versus merge. You check idle versus simulation, or you just take all like female audience and then just kind of mix and match between each other. Or you go outside of gaming. You check apps, space, and e-commerce. I'm gonna obviously showcase all the videos that we're talking about now, and then I'll walk you through different things. So then you look at the hyper-casual mechanic. As I mentioned, all the gates in different games, and not even gates, but also other hyper-casual mechanics. Then you look at YouTube versus TikTok trends, obviously sorting, ASMR, well, eating. Also the save the dog or kind of chest openings, dancing. Nowadays there's a big trend on TikTok which is called like point of view, kind of anything AI point of view. So you are basically creating different point of views from the AI perspective, either racing a car or just walking down the mountain, walking down the hill. Now Royal Match is doing a lot of this shit these days. Anyway, yeah, you have all the broken jars down the stairs types of trends. So this is how you do it. Then you have all the AI stuff. Also, there's Dark War trend with shelter videos. We've talked about it in one of the podcasts. You just take shelter videos and then just put it in as a hook, like building a shelter in the nature, in the wild. Insane. Then we have, you look at some of the either your games or sister companies, because why reinvent the wheel, right? You can check all the videos from your sister companies and then kind of compare the data and then use it. Also, how you think about different trends is also check the meme and then the hype around different videos. So when I'm thinking about creatives and ideas, I look around, well, ideally, as I mentioned, outside of gaming, but I browse Facebook and Instagram, and well, I don't even need to browse anymore. We have, with friends, Instagram groups, obviously, and we send memes to each other all day long. I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about. So this is absolutely an insane source of memes, ideas, and try to leverage it. Hype and buzz. If you have seen a great meme video concept that is kind of meme, think about how you can recreate it for your game and use it. Then we have ChatGPT and DeepSeek. So honestly, I ask for help and chat with AI tools to get interesting ideas. I'm gonna walk you through some of these. Okay, so that's some tips here and there, and then you should also follow these few games, and you're already 2.5 steps of the gaming industry. So as we cover on the podcast, we usually follow 𝗴𝗺𝗧, Top Heroes, Township, Whiteout Survival, Perfect Hotel, Golden Goblins, Hero Wars usually. Then also Travel Town, Color Sort, also Magic Sword as well, Hexasword, all these new sorting games, Coral Block Jam. We usually look at the Rolly Games portfolio quite well. So okay. So let's actually check what's happening in Sensor Tower. So I can walk you through some of these. Share the screen and then go to the Sensor Tower. Awesome. So let's say we have a match-3 game. So I mean, obvious game to check is Royal Match, right? I'll check the Royal Match, and then let's go to the creative gallery, and then look at all the creatives, because they have a lot of creatives, and ideally something that is really recent in all the channels. I mean, honestly, I'm looking at the competitors in either Facebook Ads Library, Google Transparency, or the TikTok Ads Library. Any 3 tools. You don't really, if you don't have access to Sensor Tower, it's fine. You can use the free tools, and you will see majority of the spend anyway. I mean, you can't see 𝗵𝗺𝗏, but most probably it's going to be a lot of like a big overlap. So try to leverage that. Okay, so we have March. Let's go to first scene, which are the most recent ones, and check what's going on. Oh, these are all the playables, by the way. I check also playables on a monthly basis, because I do write the monthly playable trends nowadays. So let's say, so all of these are playables. I just want to watch these, because that's an interesting spin on the influencer video. Oh, this is amazing. You know, this is what I'm talking about. Exactly. So this is exactly like where I think the UGC is transforming. So you have not videos that says the best game ever or something like that. You have actually an interesting hook, and then the creators actually talking about the game. The only thing that I'm missing here is just to showcase the gameplay. But anyway, we see all of these classic ones. Seeing anything new, but this is what I would look at. I usually go to Facebook and then see what crazy stuff is running there. Oh, nice! This is so cool, because if you know what we are always talking about in one of our episodes, and not only one of them, but multiple of them, we're talking about the block blast and like using different game genres in the creatives. But in this case, Royal Match actually implemented block blast into the game, so this is not even fake, and this is a great combination. So all of these interesting stuff in here. So that's what I check when I talk about the competition. If we go, that's the other one. So if you remember, I was talking also outside of my genre. So let's say Royal Match. So yeah, they have Block Blast, which is slightly different game, but the same audience. Who is the same audience? Let's track Travel Town. Actually, Travel Town is always using an interesting spin on different creatives. So let's see what they're running on Facebook these days.
Once I click,
of course, Kylie Jenner still. It's fine. Let's try to find something interesting. Okay, I saw this and I almost shit my pants, because this, our dear listeners, is an AI spin on the Freezing Families.
I didn't want
narrated
to go
really
on.
well. The whole atmosphere of the video is it's insane. And I've seen this creative on YouTube actually. Okay, so all of these you can recreate this with AI. And then first 30 seconds is an AI hook, and then suddenly you are in the gameplay. So this is awesome. So all of these uses an inspiration. Okay. And this is only AI version. Okay, so we have this. Then let's actually take a look at the apps business. So where do we go? Let's say headway. Yeah, let's say headway, and see what we can find. Okay.
Here's one habit that makes you
They're using
extremely
this for a while, but different variations of the videos.
Have you heard about this app?
It's micro learning.
Headway. I replaced
It's a
scrolling
combination
with
of the kind of how would I call this? It's just a conference speaker and an audience and then captions. And they usually use a lot of static images. So I can use these for any of my games actually, because static images are working quite well still on Facebook and even Google. Okay, so that's what we have in here. And then what else? So we can use we can check also the hyper casual game mechanics, which are, let's say, in Last War, or let's check 𝗵𝗺𝗲. 𝗵𝗺𝗲 is always on the top of the hyper casual kind of trends and trying to. Oh, there you go. Oh my god! So this is interesting because everyone is using this hook, and again, as I said, the inspiration flow is going from Forex to other genres, but in this case, they are taking heavy inspiration, and this is exactly the case I was trying to make. They are trying to get this 𝗵𝗺𝗁𝗁𝘀 video, and I think we were talking about this in January. 𝗵𝗺𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗀's hook and video, and then just recreated it on their end, and they're using it in the creatives. This is so awesome. I'm not sure if I can find the exact, but I will actually share it in the Slack channel so everybody knows what I'm talking about. 𝗵𝗺𝗁𝗁𝗁 is one of the this is one of the games that everybody is kind of getting inspired by, because their UA or creative team is so good with coming up with different ideas. So I'm going to share the actual creative in our Slack channel. So definitely be sure you join the Slack channel. Anyway, so okay, so we have the creatives from the hyper casual side, from the different genres here, and then what we have is the TikTok versus YouTube trends. So look, I can share my screen a little bit in here. So this is the trend that I was talking about. The TikTok jar. This is just awesome. Let me just show you this. It is slightly a little bit funny, but memes should be funny. Here we go. So this is one of the latest memes, 𝗵𝗺𝗀𝗀, and it's been working so well for different games. So okay, I'm gonna show you the AI hooks that the POVs that I mentioned. So you have this, which is the train ride or sledge ride or whatever it is. Then we also have the slide. It's all AI generated. So and then we combine that with the different video, or the best performing video, right? And then what we have here is also the AI stuff. The AI, everything is done by AI, so we can iterate as much as we can, as much as we want, obviously on the different videos. It's all combinations. Okay, so we have all AI, and now I mentioned also the ChatGPT or DeepSeek for a creative inspiration. So let me actually find my million tabs ChatGPT and share this. Okay, so let's see. We have a match free game with female audience of 35 plus years old, and come up with 10 creative concepts for a video. Include a step by step guide for a video motion designer. So let's ask and see what we can get. Because we have then, okay, so we have, interesting. So a messy day escape. A busy mom escapes the chaos of daily life by playing the game. Show cluttered kitchen laundry scene with woman overwhelmed. Then we have tea time treat. Woman enjoys her peaceful time with her favorite game. Before bed ritual. Showcase how the game is part of her wind down routine. Then we have a memory lane. Nostalgic elements, vintage music, and visuals to evoke emotions. Garden goals, visual garden blossoms as she plays. All of the different video concepts that we can get. And obviously, like, this is a very quick and dirty concept. Or quick and dirty types of concepts. All right. So I think that was it. Thank you very much for coming. See you in the next episode. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.